You're guilty by association these days. They inadvertently gave this guy enough clout to self-snitch on himself. All right, that went dark. Real quick, this video, man. Oh, yeah.
We used to put crack in their cigarettes.
Whoa!
I told you.
Shit!
I told you.
Yo!
I told you.
Hey! Yo!
I told you. Shall I hit play?
Oh, yes, you shall.
We used to run trains on white girls.
Choo choo.
Shout
out to Robin Hood. It's okay. We're just running trains. Not the worst thing in the world. If a girl want to have a choo-choo train ran on her,
Oftentimes, they don't want to. I'm not saying that it's always the case, but oftentimes, when you run a train, they are being set up. And that's the problem with choo-choo, is I didn't buy the tickets for all those passengers. Yo, they go to the apartment, there's one dude there. Oh, yeah, that's just my roomie, whatever, whatnot. Then they getting it on, and then next thing you know,
I don't know if we can say most of them are setups. Some girls are wild. Quite a few girls are wild these days. Running trains. I mean, I remember a story. One girl told me that she met some dudes off Tinder, and it was a profile of, like, I guess he had a picture of his buddy there, or whatever, brother, whoever. And she decided to smash them both at the same time, got trained on, and she was happy about it. You know, judgment-free zone. Your boys just finding shit out.
the door opens and 4 or 5 niggas come in. The train thing, yeah, it's a funny thing to joke about and stuff like that, but the reality is most of them girls don't want that.
Oh, we used to do it without permission. So it's not like,
All right, that went dark. Real quick. Wow.
hey, I want to sleep with all you guys.
Yeah.
We say, hey man, that white girl like you. Get over here, and then we put
shit.
and then we put shit.
He is correct in this scenario. And then we put oh shit. Uh-oh.
oh my God.
Someone asked, that's a good question. Do you think people should take advice from Fresh and Fit? I think we need to make a distinction between taking advice from and emulating somebody. I mean, they have advice that you can deem as positive for men, so that's not a problem. As far as emulating these guys, I probably wouldn't. I don't think that's the best representation of men. Everybody has hot takes. Everybody has a shitty take here and there. And it's your job as an individual to filter through the bullshit. Emulating, no. Take some of the advice. Sure, everybody says some, everybody says good things. You're just not right all the time.
And you realize, Fresh and Fit were like, oh,
And that's another thing. If you're in Miami or a big city in the West, if you're dealing with loose women, especially the ones they bring on, of course, man, a lot of what they say makes perfect sense for the exact women they're bringing on.
Wait, he already said it. I guess we're not going to stop him. Oh, because even they realize this is a weird thing to say.
Yeah. We just come in with dicks out.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
We might have to go off Twitch. Yeah. Okay, Twitch.
Yeah,
A dude literally just got on camera and pretty much admitted she didn't want it. We just showed up with dicks out, and things happened. Now some of you might be like, "Why did she fight or whatever?" Imagine a bunch of dudes and you trap. That's why they lured her there. That's the thing. It's like, if you guys want to get involved with her and do this, that's fine. Just tell her beforehand, see if she wants to do it. No, you wait till she's there, where she's surrounded by dudes who are bigger and stronger than her, and then you pop it on her. Okay. Well, when the police come for your ass and you say it was consensual, you won't get any of my sympathy. They can throw your ass in jail. Because you're not only out here self-snitching, but you doing shit that's disgusting.
I verbally abuse women. You got, and I'm mentally abusive, and I do some psychological abuse. It all wants what the do. I'm a man that strongly believe that some women need their ass whooping they pussy too. So I'll advocate rape too for some people.
Woo! Whoa!
I told you.
Shit!
I told you.
Yo!
I told you.
Hey! Yo!
I told you.
Hey! Hey! Yo! Hey!
This is the type of person these red pills like to hang out with. I'm just saying.
Nah, B.
Oh, yeah,
We might have to go off Twitch. Yeah. Okay, Twitch.
Yeah,
Damage control. We're about to get off Twitch real quick. You saw, he knows.
Twitch,
we
yeah,
here.
yeah. Okay, Twitch.
Yo.
Right, kill the stream. Yeah, kill the stream. This is crazy. What's this guy
But
saying?
homie, you gotta think about it. We're kids, right? We're kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because not only
It was a different era. It was a different time. Yeah.
Oh, I know it's super cringe and it's like a shocker for somebody to say that on live right away. So you go, yeah, it's just you're trying to diffuse. It's just a different time. That could be seen by other people, especially people that hate you, that you are, I wouldn't even say co-signing that, but you're sure as not pressing him about, wait, what'd you say? What'd you do? Man, oh man.
That was a
Toy
culture
trains?
back then, unfortunately.
Thomas the Train.
Okay. A lot of you people out there really consider yourself red pill. Your community will never be taken seriously if you guys, because you're big, red pill is big on holding people accountable, right? You want to hold women accountable. If you got those people in your ranks and you do not hold them accountable and you invite them on your podcast to get clicks and views and this and that and whatnot, your movement.
See, that's the key here. If you're going to invite people like this on your podcast, you have to push back. You have to have a tough interview. You have to question people's beliefs and why they believe and what they did. And there's no problem with that. But when you bring someone on your show and you kind of go along with everything, it's just kind of a soft fluff kind of piece of a podcast. Don't know. I haven't seen this full video and I haven't seen their full interview with the guy. Maybe they pushed back on him. Has chat watched it? Do you guys know if they pushed back on this dude hard on anything he was saying regarding that topic specifically?
It will never be taken seriously. You cannot not understand, these people are calling us misogynistic and not understand why.
I mean, you got dudes literally advocating for violence against women.
I'm fine with you being red pill. Do your thing. And I understand.
Someone says they didn't push back at all. They defended him. Ooh, it's not a good look, man. And I hate to be that guy. Because, listen, you're guilty by association these days. So even if I bring somebody on the podcast or talk to somebody and they go and do something later or whatever, man, it's all going to come back on you. It's like you stink by proxy. That's an unfortunate, because you don't have to co-sign anybody's lifestyle. And you're not responsible for the decisions someone else makes, right? I mean, the level-headed take here is like, they couldn't have known the conversation was going to go in that direction, or he was going to say some shit like that. And okay, let me try to defend Fresh and Fit here. Did they know that this guy had a past of doing shit like this? Like, who do they have? This guy that vets everybody they bring on the show. Did they do any, dig up any dirt on him? Find out his past history, see if he's a good guest, anything like that? Like, does it, like, how deep does this go? Who knows? But still, overall optics don't look good.
And there's certain people that are red pill and this and that. They don't think like that. The minute these guys are associated with you, and the minute you got these clowns inviting them to, and just not saying nothing like, whoa, okay, not holding them accountable like they hold women accountable all the time, like people getting off, just not saying anything, just getting off and leave and getting, get the fuck out of here and this and that. And whenever dude like that on, you don't say shit. If you don't hold them accountable, we won't take you seriously ever. From outside, my guys, that's the reason why it don't look good. Automatically, people are going to pin that on you.
Hey, listen. They're not about holding people accountable. They're about holding women accountable. Even when they get mad at dudes, it's dudes who are simping, who are by proxy boosting up women. So it's always about women. It's only about holding women accountable. Yeah. They don't have this kind of energy for dudes when they're being this kind of pathetic or criminal. No, it is only exclusively for women.
The red pill was actually a bit like the feminism movement. What I was trying to say is that your MO is almost the same and identical. It's just that you have different views about each other. Whenever you have a feminist that is saying that she's advocating for equality, and then there's all these things that are happening to men, and she's not saying shit, you're like, you're not holding all these women accountable when they say some wild shit. You're shutting the up. You're not saying nothing. You turn your back. You turn your eye. You pretend like it's not happening. That's you. When this shit happened and you don't say shit, that's you. People are going to pin you with that.
Listen, I'm not going to say on this whole rep thing. I think as an individual, this dude just admitted to
crime.
Not just crime.
Crime.
Raping.
Yeah. doing hard time in the penitentiary. That's essentially what.
Women beating them up and thinking that shit's kosher. And you gotta think, man, social media is some kind of drug where people can't shut their mouths about what they do. And I'm glad he's self-snitching, but
Yeah, the self-snitching today is absolutely crazy. I can't believe the stupidity. Wow. Here we go, naming the whole crew, eh? Jacob thinks, grapists get a full pod max out in jail. That means not only your car, but every car beats you. I've seen guys almost kill a man, and he shat himself and got drugged to the door. Ooh.
Oh my God. Yo!
That's not even funny. That shit is sad. If there's any benefit to this, I guess they inadvertently gave this guy enough clout to self-snitch on himself and expose everything he's ever done. I guess it's the one positive thing you could take away from this interview, like inadvertently led to this.
goddamn niggas.
And another nigga named Cedric, and my name, nah, I wasn't Cedric, it was a nigga named Jason Anderson.
He said it.
Jason Anderson, I feel bad for you, bro. What? That's right. The victims now got evidence. If they didn't know about his little video tirades before, they probably will now. Any woman that's ever dealt with this man, toxic wasteland. It's game over. Jason Anderson, rip, bro.
What a filthy, disgusting human being. What a filthy, disgusting.
No, not rip. Not at all. Never mind.
Human being. And you
do not rest in peace. You and your boy. Hopefully behind bars.
Realize like a lot of these dudes associate with each other. It's like, it's weird to me how you constantly see folks who are a little bit sus hang around other people who are even more sus. And then it's all a coincidence. The Matrix. No, nigga, that's you. That's you and your friends. That's the people that you choose to associate with. God. And it'd be fine if you want to have a shady person on the pod or whatever. But it's like, you gotta push back. When they openly admitting to this stuff, you gotta push back. You invite this person, it's like there's an elephant in the room and you want to talk about this nigga's little pink dress. What? No. This dude a whole ass rapist. You know, we want to always talk about the false accusation. Yeah, okay, sure, they do exist. But then y'all also associate with dudes who do the graping, who are proud about it, who advocate for it. It's like, ooh, where's the balance? Is what I'm asking. Where's the balance? Everybody want to talk about one side. They never want to say, like, hey, man, you know what? I'm not even saying things got.
Someone said he said this years ago and also said he made them up for clout. No, Abba and Preach reaching because they don't like him. That's a stretch. I'm sorry, dude. In what world do you go online, cop to graping women and drugging them for clout? Of all the things you can make up, that's what you decide to make up? You're defending this guy. I don't care if you don't like these two. I don't care what your opinion on them are and the beef they had with Fresh and Fit and who the you claim is better and whatnot. How you off that video proof. Come on, man. That really went through your head when you typed that?
Gotta be even. But good Lord, the motherfucker you're interviewing? Do you even know about this guy?
No, I don't know who that guy is. I have no clue that guy.
I've just seen him on Charleston White. Apparently, this is his name. I think Charleston White is the founder and CEO of Helping Young People Excel, an organization dedicated to educating teens and helping steer them away from future crime. The group has even worked directly with members of one of Texas's largest Hispanic gangs. You know what? Actually,
it's funny that people in the chat here will defend that guy because they don't like these two, and they could really have a brain dead take like it was only for clout, but won't give Tate that same benefit of the doubt. Isn't that crazy?
Just dawned on me.
What?
Remember that clip we played from that podcast?
What?
With Waka Flocka?
Yeah.
It's something just dawned on me watching this video.
Dragging the show. It's about if you're going to make a statement, back it up.
The raping thing was wrong. Like I just didn't want to go back.
Incorrect? Which part was
You
incorrect?
were basically saying like a woman should just say no right then and there and leave. Not all girls can do that though.
Okay, but that's what they should do. That doesn't
That's
mean
what they should do, but not all girls are able to.
Whose fault is that?
Whose fault is that?
Yeah.
Wow. You see how quick they push back? It's black and white. You shouldn't have been there. You shouldn't have been in that position. You shouldn't have done this. You should leave right away. That's your fault. You stayed. This is what I'm talking about. This is the problem with some of this red pill bullshit, is the nuance of life. These guys never talk about the nuance. Never, like fear is not introduced into a scenario like this. For example, if a woman is surrounded by 2 or 3 men and they make a proposition that she may feel like will get completely dangerous on her, physically violent if she denies them. So out of fear, she's silent and goes with it. Can you imagine? Okay, dude. But on the other side, it was, hey, it's just a different time, I guess.
I'm guessing us women, right?
Whose fault is that? Maybe it's the dude who tried to get her massively drunk. Maybe it's the guy who invited her over for a one-on-one and then ambushed her with 7 other niggas. Maybe it's the dude who's been looking for a woman who's emotionally and mentally vulnerable and then manipulating her and coercing her and gaslighting her and beating her into submission. You know what I mean? Like, agency isn't always on the other person. You can't render someone...
Yeah, just the same way guys say women are chameleons, there's guys that set women up. Maybe she thought she was going out on a date with a guy, and then all of a sudden she pulls up to wherever and 2 more dudes show up, or he takes her to a place, right? It's already happened. Shit, it's happened just getting an Uber where women were physically attacked by the Uber driver.
So dependent on you that you f them up. Or, like we say all the time, men and women are different. Women are built physically less strong. To think they can always assert their boundaries in every circumstance when you just literally had a racist on your podcast who you did not push back on for any of the shit that he did. I don't know. Somebody just treat him a little bit funny. You want to get loud and proud with these women, tell them it's their fault and this, that. But when you had a rapist on your podcast, a self-admitted proud one, you had no smoke. Ain't you the one who says, oh, we should get normalized telling people when they say dumb shit?
Like, we got to go back to telling people they're stupid. We need to go back to bullying people, letting them know, no, that's not really how the world works. You sound dumb. Change your way of thinking. But we don't bully people no more and tell them they're dumb. We need to go back to doing that.
Where's that energy for him? You didn't say nothing. This man came on and said he did one of the most despicable things a human being could possibly do. 0 pushback.
You were basically saying like a woman should just say no right then and there and leave. Not all girls can do that though.
Okay, but that's what they should do. That doesn't mean
that's what they should do, but not all girls are able to.
Whose fault is that?
Whose fault is that?
Yeah.
I'm guessing us women, right? I'm not. I'm guessing it's our fault.
You gotta bear some responsibility.
And look, benefit of the doubt. I get what they're saying. At the end of the day, you're your own person. You've put yourself in a compromising position. Why'd you do that? Now it led to this cascade of bad outcomes that could happen to you. I get it. Okay? I even get that part of the argument. But sometimes you don't do anything. Like sometimes you get set up by the other sex. And even then, forget all these other scenarios. If where is that same energy? That really is that's the question I have. Why don't you that's the easiest thing to push back on. You did what? With what? How? Why'd you do that? How many girls did you do this to? Oh, this was normal? You were just young? Etc. Bro, it's a simple question.
You're saying
And then somebody was like, yeah, bro, he just got on there and said that shit all for clout. What?
Listen, you're saying responsibility, but like we said, these men are two-faced. They are going to put on a front.
Who picked the man?
They put on a front.
Who picked the men? No, they're lying about who they are. Who picked the men? It's like, bitch, you want everybody to have a lie detector? Sometimes you get duped by somebody. Sometimes you think you're going on a one-on-one.
You know what the opposite of this conversation is? I married a girl and she completely changed on me, chameleon, and she left me and took me for all my shit. You can't trust women at all. They all change. They all can change, right? It's a similar scenario. You might have gotten played in the long term to get, for her to get you to pop the ring. And maybe a guy played a woman on the short term in order to get in her pants. You think it's that like much of a stretch to think? Right? Admitting you're a rapist for clout is wild. Is that the world we live in today? That's something you want to say? That you were drugging people and graping them with a group. That's your clout, bro? That's what you use to get attention. That's really the target you're going to put on your head? Wow. Maestro, if you're walking through a bad neighborhood, when you see through, what? If you're walking through a bad neighborhood with a see-through briefcase filled with money, whose fault is it that you get robbed?
One day you show up and it's 7 other niggas.
They're never gonna say anything about that.
No, it's like every part of the discourse, and what you said earlier was really facts about this being the other side of.
Same question, because we did that article, by the way, where that dude went to a girl's house, Tinder date. After their date, I guess she invited him in. Then what did she do to him? She tied him up in the bedroom and started cutting him up. Started filleting his ass. And she ended up falling asleep next to him. And the dude undid the knots and ran out butt naked and had the cops called. And that's how he survived. Whose fault is that? And people will give you a one-dimensional answer like, ultimately, it's his fault. He shouldn't have went in her house. You like, what, dude? Or how about also his fault? True. And her fault for being a psycho with trying to fillet a dude live. Come on, man. Blame can be spread around everywhere. Yes, you can acknowledge that you may have made a bad decision, that you put yourself in a fucked up situation. But what about the other people committing the fault itself? What about them spiking your cigarette with crack and then doing what they're doing? Like throughout that entire process, where's the blame happening? When he's sprinkling the crack on the cigarette, who are you blaming? When they're pulling out dicks out, who are you blaming? What?
Feminism. The same way like feminists will just be blind. I believe all women. This is like, it's always women's fault.
I'ma just leave. I don't know. I don't feel comfortable when it comes down.
Like some dude's really going to be saying in the chat, yeah, bro, even though he was sprinkling crack on their cigarettes to basically have his way with them, still their fault. Still their fault for taking a cigarette out of a pack that she didn't know was tainted. Stupid. Should never accept cigarettes from anybody. Duh. That's what you get for being an idiot. Really, there are some clowns in the world. Really.
Down to the whole conversation and where you guys stand on
All right,
that.
bye. All right, later.
Bye. There's no need to be rude.
Just leave.
All right.
Just
2 more minutes.
how you feel versus what's real are two different things.
All right, later. Bye.
We've debunked culture. Culture is a myth.
Culture is a myth. You literally had a grapist on and you didn't say a word to him. I don't know. I'm gonna call it grape culture. I don't like that term either. But it do seem like you protecting your own. Just saying. When they talk about how these men protect each other, that sound like you. Because when he came on and said he did that shit, where was your pushback? You ex-law enforcement, but you sitting here cozying up with grapists. Okay. Okay.
I keep forgetting about that shit.
Yeah, he's a whole fed sitting here beside a rapist proudly. And this man runs, the Charleston white dude runs a program for the youth?
Yeah.
Crazy, bro. Shit is wild out here. It really is some of the worst people on the planet leading young men. But hey, anyways, anything else? I told you. Listen, I played 2 seconds of the clip, and I need to watch this with Preach. I didn't know what was going to be.
Yeah, but this shit is...
I didn't know what this shit going to be.
Son of a whole ass...
Let us know what you guys think in the comments below.
What do you guys think is the biggest issue?
Wow. What's some of the comments say on there? Mind you, this man says, we was kids. Oh, yeah. Oof. That's indefensible right there. Don't care what you think about either of them. You can't defend that one guy. Please, somebody give me a take. Who here is going to try to defend that other dude?
I think it's okay to whoop her up. You can't tell no man what.
Forcibly ran train. We forcibly used to white girls, and we used to sneak crack in the white girls' cigarettes to fuck them.
Yeah. Go on, bro. That was for clout, right? Sick. What type of clout are you trying to get around you? We was young, sprinkling crack on cigarettes. Okay.
Hey guys, look.
Can we get back to something just not so terrible? Incel clout? FBI clout? Is that what it is? Is he like some double agent? He's trying to attract all the other grapists, right? He's working, he's like a snitch for the feds. Is that his way to get people in his comment section? Yeah, bro, we do the same shit when I was growing up. Still got that on lock today. Just sprinkled some crack on a cigarette the other day. What? Okay. 3 minutes in and some absolute blasphemous stuff is playing. It is indeed. Let's go back to, let's do something simple, dude.